Hey guys, okay, so today's still Monday. This is the second video for Monday. Originally this video was going to be about it was originally going to be about demons, and it still will be, I guess. But I decided to break this up into sub-series. I've decided to break this up into a series. So first we're going to talk about demons in the ancient Egyptian culture. Then we're going to talk about demons in, Christianity. And because that's actually a much bigger thing, because, it depends on, are you going to break them down into, the ranks of how, it's a long process. So I actually have to get some notes together for the Christian, Christian demons, but we're going to talk about Egyptian demons today. So Egyptian demons were more took the shape of snakes. They were more snakes, poisonous snakes, pythons, scorpions, scarab beetles. But while you look at these demons that take the form of these animals were also worshipped as gods or goddesses. The Khepra, was seen as a demon that could devour a spirit trying to pass over into the next world. The spirit trying to pass over into the spirit world. So, let's say you die, you're in limbo until you get to the next world, to the spirit world gates. So you could be devoured by this giant Khepra, or this giant scarab beetle, basically. The cobra, there are 7 mentions of the cobra as a demon, but the greatest cobra is the serpent of chaos, Apet. Now, the serpent of chaos, known as Apet, was so evil that all the gods came together to destroy him. Even the god of chaos himself, Set. But Apet was years older than Set. So, not years, but Apet was one of the first creations. First, out of the darkness came Nun and Apet. And, first out of Nun is the darkness, came Apet and Ra. And Apet stood on the sacred mound, which is the belief of Ma'at, or the order of Ma'at, which is the law of balance and the law of good and negative balanced out forces. But Apet is the snake of chaos, meaning that he throws off the balances. He tips the scales. Now, he could tip the scales in a good way, he could tip the scales in a bad way. It just depends on which way you choose to work with him, if you do at all choose to work with him. Now, I'm looking for a page in this book because it actually shows one of the snake demons, and the snake demon is devouring a goat, and that is actually symbolic of something. If I could find the page. Oh, I should have really had this done beforehand. Yes, here it is. Okay. So, this book is called The Journey Through the Afterlife, Ancient Egyptian Book of the Dead, edited by John H. Taylor. It's like a combination of all the studies of archaeologists on the books of the dead come together into one book, and it was edited by John H. Taylor. So I'm going to show you this picture. Hold on. Okay, let me see. Now, if you look at that picture, you can see that there is a man slaying a serpent, and up above the serpent is a bird-like animal with the head of a man, and that is seen as a Ba, the spirit of someone. So the snake is trying to eat the Ba as it's giving offerings to a deity. Let's see what it says about this spell. The destruction of the hostile forces from the coffin of Infitut. So this is actually him destroying the chaos snake, a pet. Um, and most often, if it's talking about a demon, you'll see a snake with legs. If I can find a picture like that, because I know there's one in here. It'll present the snake as a demon. It'll present the demon as a snake with legs, showing that it can also take human form. But the snake was also worshipped. I mean, the fertility goddess was a snake. She was a cobra goddess. What Jet is represented as a cobra in the Eye of Ra. She is seen as, the keeper of balance, the balancer of the gods. She's known as the goddess of judgment. She helped judges, I guess you could say, those who enter the afterlife. I can't find the picture, guys, and I don't really want to have to turn to the book and just waste time doing that. But so what the Egyptians taught through making these animals associated with gods and demons was that a god could have a both light and a dark side. Every god has a light and or dark side. Now, certain deities were more known for worship, for being able to control these demons, more so than other. Isis, Selket, who else? Nefertiti, and Sekhmet, Set. These are 5 deities right off the top of my head that I could think of that were known for being able to control these demons. The reason for this is because Isis, if you ever heard the story of Isis and the 7 scorpions, Isis traveled with 7 scorpions, and each scorpion protected her while she hid from Set in the papyrus. Swamps. In the papyrus swamps. And each scorpion will protect her while she traveled from town to town looking for food and stuff and refuge. And the story goes that Isis was welcomed rudely by a woman, by a mother, and so the 7 scorpions became one giant scorpion, which is later transformed into the goddess Selket, and stung the mother's child, stung the mother's daughter, and Isis saved her. So Isis is seen as being able to have control over these poisonous demon animals. Also, Selket, like I told you, she becomes a scorpion. She's a scorpion goddess. She's seen to be able to control these animals. Nefertiti is the dark aspect of Isis. She is seen as what are the words I'm looking for here? She's husband to Set. Set is known for being able to control demons. So as Nefertiti is the queen and king, and Set is the king. They both have control over demonic beings, if that makes sense. Who else? Sekhmet. Okay. Sekhmet is the goddess of sickness and disease and death and destruction. She's the goddess of fire and blood and fire. What else? Goddess of fire, and revenge. And these were all revenge, war. These were all aspects. She's the goddess of sickness, destruction, death, revenge, war, wildfires, and drought. So these were all aspects thought to be brought on. These were all things that could be caused by demons. So Sekhmet was thought to have an army of demons at her side to release her rage upon Egypt whenever she felt like it. So you just have to think you just have to know that there are so many deities that have this negative side, this connection with demonic power, but this demonic power also makes them the thing that we should worship, because if we don't worship them, who's to say that Sekhmet won't, give us pneumonia and kill us? Or who's to say that Selket won't send a scorpion after us to sting us and we die? I mean, we have to show these deities respect. So, that was just a little bit about demonology, ancient Egyptian demonology anyway. I'll be making my video about Christian demonology tomorrow. I have to get my notes together. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.